Hi, I'm Anna, a freelance illustrator with an affinity to green and a little bit of a procrastination problem. When it comes to my work, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, which leads to overplanning and overthinking and ultimately procrastination. So, in an attempt to combat that, I decided to delve into my first trial clay collection with very little planning and see what mistakes I made along the way, learn from them, and then tweak them. I didn't realize that not having the exact right tools would be that big of an obstacle, but it did end up being so. I tend to steer away from overbuying tools and equipment when I'm starting out something, but in the end, I ended up needing finer brushes, finer paint brushes, and more texture creators, because these are supposed to be like inspired by Moroccan confectionery, and there were certain textures I just couldn't achieve with limited tools. I absolutely love the resin I got. It works perfectly. I was kind of focusing on covering the top really well. I forgot to focus on the bottom. So while I was covering the top, the bottom part of each item was kind of pooling. So less resin next time, and maybe a tool to kind of cover everything without letting it drip over. Now for me, this was very unexpected. I was so confused when I noticed these little black specks and marks on my finished clay pieces. Upon further inspection, I realized that there were little holes or crevices in the clay that weren't sanded over, and when I painted, the paint didn't actually go into the little holes. So next time I'll need to sand them really well, make sure it's all smooth before painting. I actually made two separate mistakes during the gluing process, one of them being the fact that I put the pieces too close to each other while the glue was drying, and the magnets ended up flying off each of the pieces and sticking to each other, so I had to separate them and reattach them. The second mistake being, I feel like I should have used a more precise tool to apply the glue, perhaps a cotton bud or toothpick for a more clean and finished look. Colouring is one of my favourite steps when it comes to projects, but for this particular collection slash set, I actually didn't enjoy it as much. I think planning out a colour palette and colour mixing was needed prior to the project, which I didn't do. This piece turned out a lot more orange than I'd like it to be. I was going for a different shade. All in all, I really enjoyed creating with less planning, and I think I'm going to be doing it more in the future. Now that I know what my mistakes were, I'm happy to try again and delve in with a much more informed outlook. If you enjoyed this video and would like more like it, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment below. Thank you for watching. Bye.